Chances are pretty good that if you've done much bass fishing at all, then you've mastered the mighty jig. You can pitch it, you can flip it, but did you know you could swim it too? Well, if not, then stay tuned because today, jigs are going to learn to swim on this edition of Steele's Reel in the Outdoors. Reel in the Outdoors with Joe Thomas is presented by Steel. Are you ready for a Steel?
It's a good fish,
Took
man.
it right off the surface.
Right off the surface. I was burning it in. Look at that one, dude.
Oh.
Dude, we're getting torched in here. I'm telling you, I got the best job in America.
There's one, Gerry. Good one.
On a buzzbait. Decent.
Nice.
A couple pounds, pound and a half. You're liking that buzzbait. It's front
Perfect
coming in.
conditions for it.
I don't even have a trailer hook on. If we were in a tournament, I'd have a trailer hook on this thing, but so far they've been getting it. They've been getting it good. You know, these Great Lakes, they've got such a tremendous reputation for smallmouth fishing, but the bottom line is they have got some killer largemouth fishing in the bays, don't they, Jerry?
Oh, this place here in particular, this bay is loaded with bass right now.
Well, what about the size of the fish?
You know, tournament-wise, Joe, you're probably maxing out around 17 pounds with the largemouth, and you know, I mean, as you know, it usually takes 20, 21 pounds to win a one-day tournament here. So you really can't compete with them, you know, on the tournaments with the largemouth. But it doesn't mean they're not fun to catch, and doesn't mean there's not great fishing for them. It just you're not going to get the size of the bass as you are with the smallies.
A real big one would be a 5-pounder.
5-pounder is a big one here, you know, and there's not a lot of true 5-pound largemouth down here. A lot of 3s and stuff like that, but you know, when you can catch a 4-pound average small, you know, a bag of smallies, you're wasting your time fishing for the largemouth if you're in a tournament.
A lot of the soft plastic companies now have started making the crawls that have a lot of tail action. Got the big flippers on it. This is a power bait crawl. This is a chigger crawl, and it's got these big wide pinchers. When you reel it through the water, it flips and it kicks. And something about it, I mean, a lot of times, you know, I think these fish are pretty aggressive. They're going to eat anything we throw, spinnerbait or a jig. But a lot of times when the fish are kind of lethargic or they've been beat up a lot, they've seen a lot of spinnerbaits, you can throw one of these, and all I'm doing is I'm putting it on the back of a 3/8 ounce, just a standard Arky jig. I'm actually out of the black and blue, which is what I wanted, but I've got a little rattle on it, so it makes some noise when I'm dragging it through the stuff. You just throw it on heavy line and just wind it. You fish it almost exactly like you fish a spinnerbait. The only thing that's a little bit different is there's some modifications you can make to it to help you get the hookups. But I throw it on the same rod. I throw it on a medium heavy fast rod, something with a little bit of tip. I throw it on 15 or 20 pound test fluorocarbon to eliminate the stretch, and then just fish it, you know. And when they bite it, the only real difference is I kind of drop my rod just a little bit, let them turn their head before I set the hook. On a spinnerbait, I set the hook almost instantly, but other than that, it fishes just like a spinnerbait. There's one, good one. Hit that swim jig, Jerry.
Did he?
Yeah, I saw him come up out of that clump of grass and grab it.
Nice one.
Decent fish.
Maybe we'll get something going here. That's the 4th one on this outside stuff.
Yeah, that's a good solid fish. I've been throwing that buzz bait. Now we got out in just a little bit deeper water. We're about 2.5 feet. And it's a little choppy out here, just a little bit of breeze. I thought I might try that swim jig. It's a little more subtle. Those legs kick, and a lot of times when they fish won't chase something that's real bright, they'll hit that swim jig.
Keep throwing that blade. A little bit of chop in here.
You can feel it.
You can feel it.
I feel it. Swim jig is a good bait when they're just in that grass, that shallow grass. You swim that thing right over top of it. They just come up and just take it.
Right now this grass is like at the perfect height too.
Yeah.
You know,
Got about 1.5 feet of water over top of it. It's kind of sparse. Later in the year, it probably gets really matted, doesn't it?
This place is choked. You can't even get back in here.
Got a little better fish.
He's swimming right at me.
That'll work.
Decent one.
Hey, yeah.
3-pounder.
Good fish. Heck yeah, man. Told you they like that little mirror glow. I told you, man. That's my pet right there.
This guy, he inhaled it.
It did. He munched it. Deal. I'll just let you go ahead and take that off while I make a couple casts into your little hole right here. Boy, did he eat that thing. This guy. Good one, Jerry. That's a real good one. Yeah, we're getting closer to putting it together. That'll work.
That's a little better, 3 1/4.
Good fish, good fish. Well, we got them figured out. They're eating buzz baits, spinner baits, and swim jigs. And what are we throwing? Buzz baits, spinner baits, and swim jigs. Cool. I love that bite.